All right, in this video, we're going to cover the second part of infinite limits. So in 1.5, we talked about limits at infinity. So we did limits at infinity. So that was the limit as x goes to infinity of some function. And understand that what we're doing is we're finding horizontal asymptotes. Okay, in this video, we're going to talk about limits going to infinity. So we're going to talk about vertical asymptotes. Okay, so if you recall from the previous video in the previous section, it really was just going back to our Algebra 2 and pre-calc, finding horizontal asymptotes, right? So if I had the limit as x goes to infinity of a rational function, so let's say 2x minus 1 over 3x plus 2, the horizontal asymptote is y equals 2/3, which also means the limit is 2/3. I'm just looking at the coefficients because the powers are the same. If it was bigger on the bottom, we said that it was 0, and we would say y equals 0 for the horizontal asymptote, okay? Because you're at infinity, right? So we can sort of compare the highest powers and almost disregard everything else. And the last thing we talked about was when it was maybe bigger on top. This was no horizontal asymptote. And we were going to either get positive or negative infinity, and you can sort of look at the leading coefficients, the end behavior, if you will, which is the highest powers. So we said x squared over x, which simplifies to x. And if I go to infinity, depending if you're going to positive or negative infinity, dictates whether or not it will be positive or negative infinity. So that was last video. Now in this video, we're going to talk about vertical asymptotes. So that's going to be where limits go to infinity. So if I have a vertical asymptote here, let's say x equals 1, my graph goes like that, and maybe goes like that. So we're looking, as I move towards 1 from the left, my graph's going to positive infinity. As I move towards 1 from the right, it's going to negative infinity. So that's what we're going to discuss today. So let's look at these two examples. I don't think I did them in the last video. Is these two graphs, or it's really one graph, but you really should just sort of know this graph. It's a helpful graph for discussing limits, both at infinity and to infinity. So this graph would look like this. Both the vertical and horizontal asymptotes are at 0, okay? So if I go to 0 from the left-hand side of this graph, my graph's going to negative infinity. And then if I go to 0 from the right-hand side, my graph's going to positive infinity, okay? So if we actually did the limit as x goes to 0 of 1 over x, we would actually put does not exist because they're going in opposite directions, okay? All right, so let's look at some of these examples. Now, you still want to try to factor. You still want to try to get rid of the bottom. But if you can't get rid of the bottom, it becomes a vertical asymptote, okay? So for this function, you can factor it. It's not going to help, right? Because we're going to get x plus 1, x minus 1 on top, and then 2x minus 2. So it remains in the bottom, which means it's a vertical asymptote. So there's a vertical asymptote at x equals 2. Okay, so I'm going to pull in the graph here just to show you, and then I'm going to show you how to do this without graphing it. Okay, so we're going to do the limit as x goes to 2 from the left, and then I'm going to come back and do it again, limit as x goes to 2 from the right. All right, so here's the graph of the function. So if we go, so you can see where 2 is the vertical asymptote here, okay? It's not drawn in there. So as I go to 2 from the left and 2 from the right, one's going to positive infinity, one's going to negative infinity. So this would be negative infinity, and this would be positive infinity. So if we just did the limit as x goes to 2 of f of x, we would actually say in this case it does not exist because they're going in opposite directions. Now, how would you do this without having to graph it? Well, you can sort of do like a little number line, I guess, if you want. Put the asymptote in, so it's x equals 2. Again, is knowing that the answer is positive or negative infinity. Okay, so you want to pick something that's really close to 2. Now, you have to be careful. You want to pick, you can pick whole numbers to the right and to the left, but you definitely don't want to pick, like when I look at the top here, 1 and negative 1 are my zeros of the function. So x equals 1, x equals -1. So if 2 is here, this would be 1, and this would be 3. So you want to make sure you stay in between the 1 and the 2. So therefore, I'm going to stay between the 2 and the 3. So you really have to be careful. Sometimes you can pick whole numbers. Sometimes you want to stay as close to that number as possible. Because 1 gives you 0 on the top, you don't want to plug in the 1. So you got to stay in this range right here. So I'm going to plug in 1.5 into the original function. So if you plug in 1.5 to the original function, you get a negative number. So I plugged in 1.5. If I plug in 2.5, I'm going to get a positive number. So that just tells me which infinity it's going to. So it's negative infinity and positive infinity, okay? All right, for this one, I'm going to, again, factor it. Hopefully we got a hole here, maybe. So the top is 1 minus x. The bottom is x minus 1, x minus 3. This cancels to -1. So the x minus 3 remains, which means the x minus 3 is a vertical asymptote. So vertical asymptote at x equals 3. And there's also a hole. At x equals 1, but that's really not part of this question. So let's do the limit as x goes to 3 from the left and 3 from the right. So limit as x goes to 3 from the left, and limit as x goes to 3 from the right. Okay, and then we'll make a conclusion for 3. So again, I'm just going to make a little, I'm not going to graph this one. Because to be honest, without a calculator, this would be very difficult to graph. So I'm just going to put 3 here as my vertical asymptote. Like that. And then I'm going to pick something real close to 3, and then both on the right and the left-hand side. I don't remember exactly what I chose, but you're going to plug into, you can plug into this function here. So if I plug in 3.1, it's going to say positive on the bottom, the top is negative, so it's negative. If I plug in 2.9, it's going to be a negative and a negative to get a positive. So that tells me as I go to the left, from the left, it's going to be positive infinity. And then from the right is negative infinity, which means the limit as x goes to 3 of f of x does not exist. Okay? All right, and then this last one here, again, there's nothing you can do to cancel the bottom, so we're going to get x plus 1 equals 0, x equals -1 is my vertical asymptote. And then I'm just going to go ahead and test it. So I'm going to pick something to the right and something to the left, but it looks like everything here is going to be positive. Positive. So we actually could say here the limit as x goes to -1 of f of x is just positive infinity, okay? It's just a side note, because sometimes on the multiple choice, they put infinity, sometimes they put does not exist. There would never be both of those choices, okay? So in this case, I'm going to put positive infinity, but it still does not exist, okay? Because infinity is not a value. It's just giving us a description as to where the graph is going to. So for free response questions, I want you to put this, okay? For multiple choice, you have to be on your toes. It could be either one of those two answers. All right, so let's look at this now. We're just going to read off the graph. So it looks like they have some asymptotes drawn in here. So there's one here at 2. We've got a jump here with a hole. So let's go ahead and do this. So f of 0. So let's see, f of 0. So I'm looking for a point at 0. It looks like it's -1. For number 2, limit as x goes to negative infinity. So we're talking about a horizontal asymptote. It looks like it's approaching -2. So it's going to be -2. X goes to positive infinity. It looks like it's approaching 0. That's a horizontal asymptote. 2 from the right-hand side. So as I go to 2 from the right-hand side, it's going to go to positive infinity. And then 2 from the left, going this way, it's going to go to negative infinity. And last but not least, f of 2 is not going to exist. So we're just going to say it's undefined. Okay, because there is a vertical asymptote. That's the one thing x could never be, because this is coming from the bottom. So whatever the function was, I have no idea what it was, but I do know that this was on the bottom of the fraction. And it never got canceled out. So x equals 2 becomes a vertical asymptote. As in this function here, x can never ever be 2, because you can never get 0 on the bottom of a fraction. So in this case, it would be undefined, okay? All right, you guys, that's it for this video. Let me know if you have any questions. I hope this helped.